Hello. Test, test, 1, 2. Hello. What up, what up? I hope you guys are ready. It's been a long time since I've been on this stream, my dudes. It'd be interesting to see if anyone comes in, especially because it's not during the stock market hours. But we shall see. I figured, doing it not during the stock market hours would be better because people would be off work and stuff like that, Of course, Trisha, my lady. Hello, Trisha. It's been such a long time. I hope you are doing fabulous. So glad to see you. How are you? Matthew, my guy. Let's go. What's up, Matthew? Wait, why isn't Matthew a mod? Bruh. Matthew, why aren't you a moderator anymore? Man, what's up with that? There we go. We had to fix that. Market going up. Nah, market's kind of screwed, low-key. I don't know. It might crash, honestly. Like, I'm not trying to, spread fear or anything. Like, I don't want to do that, but it low-key may crash. So, if you got the money, get ready to buy some dips. I know, Matthew. It's been forever, bro. So long. I'm glad to see you. How you been? Everything good? Good. So, I mean, the objective of this stream is literally just to analyze the market, look at stocks, mostly look at the NASDAQ and the S&P, and just kind of get an idea of what important levels there are. And yeah, it'll make more sense as we go on. You can see, let's see, where's my notes? This is the notes I've already written for the past couple days. So we got to start a new, fresh, I don't even know how to type. There we go. A freshie. So you can kind of get an idea of what I've been writing. Maybe we'll go review the rest of those in a second. But first thing I like to start with is the open of the day, the close of the day, the high of the day, the low of the day, the overnight low, the overnight high, the euro open, the euro close, and we've added a new one, the 5-minute open range. So that'll be interesting to... I don't even think that's going to have any effect for today, just because of how clapped the market got, but we shall see. I honestly haven't even looked at the market all day, so I really don't even know what happened. Currently in Canada. Nice, bro. Why are you in Canada? What are you doing? So I guess we'll start with the open. We need to go to the 15-minute, I believe. I don't know. I honestly haven't wrote notes in such a long time. I'm still kind of getting back into the swing of it. Don't jinx tomorrow. Bro, we might bounce tomorrow, but I don't know, bro. We really might crash down to like 4,400, 4,200. I'm not really sure. But the fact we weren't able to break above those 4,800 levels is not good. And the NASDAQ is just not bueno. I do not like the NASDAQ at all, especially with Microsoft breaking out to the downside and Google. Like, it's just very suspect. I'm preparing to immigrate to Calgary. Is Calgary in Canada? I already sold my house in Norway. Hell yeah, bro. That's tight. What made you want to make the move? Why you think that? COVID? I just am looking at the market. Like, I don't have any... I'm just literally just looking at the market. Like, we weren't able to break above 4,800. NASDAQ didn't hit new all-time highs when the S&P hit new all-time highs. The Russell 2000 is fucking destroyed. The Dow is the only thing that's like somewhat keeping up with the S&P. You can go look at every single top company in the S&P. None of them are at all-time highs except Apple. Literally just Apple. And Tesla was getting back up to all-time highs before this. Like, it's just not good. It's really just not good. Like, I would never base any of my decision off of news, because you go on CNBC and you see investors are worried about Fed aggression, which that has part to do with it as well, because the Fed isn't buying, they're slowing down their bond purchases, and, they might increase rates here soon. But if you go look at bonds have been ripping the past 2 weeks. And when bonds start to rip like that, it just shows you that big money is moving into bonds. And when big money moves into bonds, that's just telling you something. That's telling you how big money is feeling about the market. Why would someone go for a bond that gives them fucking 1.6% yield or 1.5% yield, when all of these amazing stocks have been killing it? It just, think about it like that. Why would someone do that? Because they're expecting something to happen with the market. And you can also look at the dollar. The dollar hasn't moved at all. Even when we were ripping all the past 2 weeks, the dollar didn't move at all. The dollar should have came down with how much we went up. But the dollar just hasn't moved. I mean, I don't think the dollar has anything to do with it, but just, how much I've been watching the market the past couple years, the dollar should be moving. And yeah, the main key is the bonds, in my opinion, and just the fact that there are so many stocks that are lagging behind the S&P. Poor Microsoft. I wanted to sell at 340, but I held on. I sold everything. Should we sell the long term? I don't know. I have a really different view on the long term than the last time I was streaming. You can see my positions right here. I literally have nothing. I don't have any positions. I sold them all yesterday. So, it's gonna bounce, obviously, even if we do crash. I'm not saying we're for sure gonna crash, but just the way it looks, it just doesn't look good. But it's not gonna completely crash. It's not gonna be no 2020 crash where we drop 50%. We're gonna drop 7-10% maybe. Probably not even that. Maybe 8% at the most. So it's not going to be anything too crazy. So, I mean, the issue with selling the long term is if it bounces, you're going to be pissed off that you sold it. But if it dips and you don't buy, you're going to be upset about that too. So it's really all up to you what you want to do. If you have a lot of gains that you want to take, maybe you've been holding the stocks for a year. If you take profits on stocks you've been holding for a year, I don't think you get taxed on them. So you could do that, but it's really up to you. I've changed my whole view on the long term, hence why I don't have any stocks right now. Before yesterday, I literally had 60 shares of SPY, 30 shares of QQQ, I had 40 shares of Apple, 20 shares of Microsoft, and a couple shares of Google. That's literally all I had. I didn't have anything else. Oh, and I had a Walmart position because I did a trade on Walmart because I thought it was decent. But I haven't bought any quote unquote long-term stocks in forever. Unless the dip keeps dipping. It won't go much farther than I don't think we're going 2020 lows, but we definitely could hit, if Like, I don't even think we would go much lower than 4,500, but if you break out of 4,500, that's a very key range that you're breaking out of. So you could see 4,400, and there's a possibility you could even see the high 4,200s. So it's like, you know, there's a lot of possibilities that could happen. Like, I would just keep an eye on the NASDAQ, because the NASDAQ's going to be the thing that breaks out first. If the NASDAQ breaks out of 15,500, the S&P's coming with it. So I don't know. I can't. I just can't. You know, I can't tell you what to do with what you're holding. I can just give you my view on the market. That's all I can do, really. And my view isn't correct. Like, I don't have, like, I could be completely wrong, but just the way things are looking, it's weird. But, yeah, we'll see. It's going to be an interesting couple weeks. Stop jinxing. I'm not jinxing nothing. I'm just calling it how I sees it, man. When Microsoft breaks out on the downside, one of the top stocks in the S&P, it's just not a good look, you know? Well, S&P and NASDAQ and Google, like, crazy. And Amazon. I didn't even notice Amazon. Dude, Amazon broke fucking 3,300. So you could see a below 3,200 on Amazon. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. So, yeah. As far as selling stuff, it's really up to you. For me, it was super easy to sell stuff because I literally had 5 stocks. Like, it was so easy. I just boom, 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 done. Whole account's done. Like, I don't need to worry about shit. And I mean, I blew up my futures account this morning, but we won't talk about that. I was just way too short, and I got auto liquidated. It was very sad. I would have made so much money if I didn't get auto liquidated. But we won't talk about that one. We'll just pretend that didn't happen. Sells negative yielding bonds like hotcakes. True. I think we figured out the reason why, though. I can't remember the reason why, but I remember talking about it. But, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, you didn't tell me why you moved to Canada. You got to tell me. Why do you want to move to Canada? All right. We should probably get into what we came here for, and that is to analyze what happened today and get an idea of what levels we should be watching out for. So, dun, 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 dun. Let's see. The Rockies? Just the mountains? That's all? I mean, that's a good reason. I'm not hating. The mountains are beautiful. And other reasons? What? Well, I mean, feel free to share. I'm just glad you're here, bro. It's been so long since I've talked to you. I even started streaming like for a little bit, and you just were never here. I'm like, bro, where's my boy Matthew? Where's my boy? This feels like home. Good, bro. I mean, it's a beautiful move then. It's like 300 meters. You mean that little hill over there? That little bump on the road? That's the highest mountain? That little speed bump? Oh, shit. All right, we need to look at A shares real quick, though, before we start this. A shares, I mean, I honestly haven't played options in forever, but I've been looking at A shares for a long time just because of how much it dropped in the last crash. Or It wasn't the last crash. It was the last time it was like up this high. Yeah, right here in 2050. Probably won't play that. Probably won't play that though. I don't know shit about it. It's just something I saw it on the low ticker and I'm like, interesting. But till the 15th, then I'm going back to wrap up at work and sign over the house, and then I'm starting Canada at the beginning of March. Nice, bro. Let's go. Let's go. Did you buy a house in Canada, or are you renting? What are you doing there? What happened when they raised rates? They haven't raised rates yet, but I think sometime in March or April is what they're suggesting. If you go to here, if we go to investing.com and you go to tools, you can go to the Fed rate monitor tool, and you can kind of see like when they're kind of getting an idea of, or you can kind of just get an idea of when they might possibly raise rates. So you can see January 26, 2022, 3.7% chance they're going to raise rates. So that's not it, chief. And then you get to this March one, you can see a very big difference. You went from 3.7% to a 68% chance that they're going to raise rates by a 0.25%, whatever you would call it. And then another interesting thing is in May, there's like a 30% chance they'll raise it another 0.25%. So I would expect March or April. But honestly, them raising rates isn't going to affect much in the moment. It's probably going to take a solid like 6 months before they rate, or like you see the effect. Rates of what? It's the federal funds rate. So the federal funds rate, if I remember correctly, I honestly haven't looked it up in a long ass time. The federal funds rate is like the rate that the Federal Reserve loans out money to banks. So, we're at 0 to 0.25%. So when they lend money out to banks are only paying like 0.25% interest on that money. So when they start raising the rates, banks are going to have to pay more on the interest for the money they're lending, which in turn is going to make it like like your mortgages interest rates are going to go up, your car loans, probably not car loans, but things like that. Like whenever you go get a loan from a bank, they're going to charge you more interest on what you're getting because they're getting charged more interest from the Federal Reserve. Let's make sure that's correct before we go on. Federal funds rate. I just want to make sure that's correct. I'm pretty sure that's right, but I just need to double check because it's been a long time. Just here to get paperwork finished and looking for a house. Gonna rent. Don't know what it'll bring, but so I don't want to be stuck somewhere. Nah, I feel you, bro. That's good. I'm sure you'll love it there, bro. Everyone I've talked to that like lives in Canada or has visited there just fucking loves Canada. So need to liquidate before March because of taxes. What do you mean by that? The stocks and ETFs are just run now. It's up to you, really. Like I said, like I'm pretty certain we're gonna crash, but like I could be wrong, So it's really up to you. Like I can't make that decision for you. Like I sold my shit yesterday, and I sold it before we even dropped yesterday. Like I had an opportunity to sell all my shit at 4,800. I ended up selling it all at like 4,780. Like I lost like $500 before I even sold my shit. So. Like it's just really up to you, But yeah, term federal funds rate refers to the target interest rate set by the Federal Open Market Committee. This target is the rate at which commercial banks borrow and lend their excess reserves to each other overnight. The FOMC, which is the making body of the Federal Reserve System, meets 8 times a year and sets the target federal funds rate, which is part of its monetary policy. This is used to help. So I think I'm right. Let's see. Federal funds rate is. Let's see. I'm pretty sure I'm right. That banks charge other institutions for lending excess cash to them from their reserve balances on an overnight basis. By law, banks must maintain a reserve equal to a certain percentage. I don't want to read all this. I just want to get to my notes because I don't really want to be streaming all night. So I would just go read that. I think I'm kind of right, but I may not be right. It might be like what is it? I honestly don't know the difference between a commercial bank and a regular fucking bank. Like I would have to look all that up and we'd go in a deep fucking hole of all of this, and I'm just not trying to do that right now. So yeah, if you want to go into the rabbit hole, just send it. Just send it. But I just want to get to what we are here for. And then maybe if we have time, we can go down the rabbit hole. Crazy Dutch tax system, opposite country, you know. True. What you should have done is probably sold before the end of the year, and then you could have wrote off some losses or whatever. Because if you sell now, you know, it's all this. It's gonna all go on to this year's tax. Well, I don't know how it works in fucking Deutschland, so I guess it's probably not the same. All right, so let's get into it. We've already been, you guys, man. I haven't talked to you guys in so long. It's so good to see you. So glad you're here. So glad. Is it just you two? My beautiful friends. Oh, there's 3 people here. Well, welcome. God bless whoever else is here. We love you. Oh, no, it says 2 people. Make sure to like that video if you have not. All right, let's get into it. NASDAQ's dropping still. Oh, wait. Oh, futures just opened again from the settlement. So we'll get a little bit of action while we're doing our analysis here. So first thing is first, we need to do the open. So we got the open. Oh wait, I gotta do /ES, tab. I think I did 4 tabs last time. /NQ. Open, close, high, low, overnight high, overnight low, euro open, euro close, and 5-minute open. Tab. All right. So, simple enough. We just go look at the open of both of these, and we note it. Very easy, very simple. Except I'm kind of confused right now. All right, let's go. So we'll do like a 15-minute one. Let's see. So we opened at about, god damn it, the market's going to be dropping while I fucking do this analysis. So dumb. Here. We got to zoom in a little bit. All right, so we opened at about 477, which I believe 4777 was one of our key levels from yesterday and the day before. Yeah, that was the range we were in yesterday for like a couple hours, And it was one of the key levels on Monday, I believe. Oh no, 778, basically. So what I mean by those key levels is it's just a spot in the market where it wasn't just going straight down or straight up. It started to form somewhat of a range. So that's kind of what I mean by a key level. So very interesting that we opened at that key level. And we also opened below the close of yesterday, which every single day's close is very important. Like if you if you open below a close, it's usually not a good sign. So 4777 on the ES. We opened, it looks like about 16176 on the NASDAQ. So 16176. Where did we close today? So we closed at about, excuse me. I believe we closed at about 4693. Like, I'm not going to do the exact point, but so 4693. Excuse me. We got the hiccups. On the NASDAQ, we closed at about 15,770, it looks like. Yeah, about there. And the NASDAQ, like, when I was first doing notes, I wasn't even doing notes on the NASDAQ. I just barely started doing notes on the NASDAQ. So, but my thing is NASDAQ has such big tails, it's almost not even worth doing the exact number. Or else I'd be all zooming in, trying to get the exact number, but I'm not trying to do that. So, the high of the day was, it looks like about 4789. So barely above the close of yesterday was the high of the day, which is pretty crazy. 4789. Whoops. The high on the NASDAQ was, we'll just say 16,250. $16,250. The low, shorty got low. No sweatpants and the Reeboks with the strap. God damn it. We'll just pretend that, Wait, am I even marking this right? Let me make sure I'm marking this right. Yeah, pretty sure I am. Don't laugh at me. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness, mate. Where is the close? I'm so confused. Here, we'll do the minute chart just so I can make sure I'm noting this right. I feel like I'm doing it wrong. No, I think I'm good. I think I know what I'm doing. I just had to double check because, yeah, sometimes I confuse myself when I'm doing this. Chill. It's my AI, bro. It doesn't work very good. Trying to load up some dial-up here. All right, where were we? What are we noting? Oh yeah, the low. Okay. Wait. Oh, I already did the close. AI. Yes. I am a robot. Alcohol intake. Shh. Don't tell anyone. just kidding. I don't drink, bro. You know that. You should know. I don't drink. All right, so the low on the NASDAQ was 15,758, it looks like. Whoops. I accidentally clicked on Discord. Whoopsies. Wait, what was it again? 15,758. Okay. Wait, I gotta do ES too. So the low on ES was like 46.90, it looks like. So 46.90, 15,758 is what I said, right? Yeah. Markets are closed. Anything anything goes. True, but drugs are bad. Okay. And if you do drugs, you're bad. Okay. Alcohol's bad. Damn, my Mr. Mackey voice is slacking. We lost it. Okay. If you do drugs, you're bad. Okay. All right. So our overnight high and low. So we got to go to our overnight. So our overnight high, it looks like right when we opened was when it happened. So, or when we came out of settlement. Whoops. I need to do ES first. What am I doing? So, looks like the high on overnight for ES was about 4785. So 4785. ACME. I don't know who ACME is. I just started trading futures because I wanted to start trading futures. And, I mean, it's not even, like, what we're doing here, like, yeah, you can use this stuff for trading, but it's more to analyze the market and get an idea of just putting the market into words, basically. Like, because when you're just looking at a chart and numbers, like, it doesn't make sense. But when you're, you know, when you freaking, when you put it into words, the levels start to make a lot more sense. Like, throughout the day, and just throughout time, you'll see all of these levels and their importance. Obviously not now. Like, the levels we noted 2 days ago are 100 points higher on ES and fucking like 400 points higher on the NASDAQ, so, or more, like 700 points higher on the NASDAQ, so they're not very relevant anymore. But if we had notes from last year at the levels we're at right now, that would be very helpful. But unfortunately, I haven't been taking notes, so I'm a slacker. Supplier for a while. Oh, okay. Nah. The person I've been learning to trade futures from is literally a god of futures trading. Whoa. Is that right? There's no way that just is right. Microsoft's at 350. Oh, wait, never mind. I'm dumb. Just forget. See, this is what happens when you don't watch the market all day. I'm like, whoa. I'm like all surprised by shit I've already looked at. I'm like, what the hell? I was at that price yesterday. All right. So the high on NASDAQ was about 16,270. I believe 16,270. Getting my hopes up on Microsoft? What do you mean? I just saw it on the low ticker and it was at like 315. I was tripping. I'm like, whoa. But then I forgot that it closed at like 316. I was tripping out. I'm like, how did it get so low? Bro, if I would have held all my shares from yesterday, I would literally be down like $4,000 on the day, or maybe like 3. I don't know. I would be down a lot if I didn't sell. It would have been fucked. So overnight low. It looks like our overnight low is right about here. So overnight low on ES is about 4767. 4767. Oh, wait. 4767. The overnight low on NASDAQ is, it looks like 1617 about. 16170. Right? Yeah, about that. Somewhere around yonder. And then Euro Open. Euro Open is pretty damn key. Like, if you go look at the market yesterday, well, just Euro Open and Euro Close. When Euro closed yesterday, like, we were dropping quite a bit yesterday, but then as soon as Euro closed, you can see it right here. Euro closed, we bounced up a little bit, and then, of course, we continued to sell off, but Euro close is usually a very important level. But we're not worried about yesterday. We're worried about today. Where is it? So Euro is 1 a.m. my time. So it looks like Euro Open was about 477. We'll just do 4778, even though it's 4778.5. Or, I mean, Euro Open, if I was saying close. I meant open. Looks like about, we need to zoom in here, holy. Looks like about 16217 on the NASDAQ. 16217. The shitty thing about this is, like, most of this stuff is pretty irrelevant because of how much we sold off, but it's still good, you know, just to get the notes going, keep the habit. And then Euro close is, let's see. Oh, so that's pretty interesting. You can see we didn't even start really dropping that much. And wait, is this today? Yeah, this is today. We didn't even start dropping that much until Euro close. Like, we were pretty much just flat, and then as soon as Euro close hit, that's when we started dropping. So very interesting. Those damn Europeans. So 4781, it looks like, was Euro close. I think 4781 was a key level from yesterday as well. No, it wasn't yesterday. Well, I mean, it was in that range, but I think I noted it on Monday. Where is it? Oh, no, I didn't even note that level. I remember I was going to note that level, but it was so close to 4778, I just didn't even do it. So, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I was going to note that level, but I just didn't. Then same thing with NASDAQ. As soon as we hit Euro close, like, NASDAQ started dropping a lot as soon as we hit Euro close. And also that 5-minute open range kind of came into play. We didn't bounce, like, right exactly on the bottom of the tail of the 5-minute open range, but you can see right here at about 12 p.m. we tried to pop back up, and it couldn't break back above that 5-minute opening range. We just got shot right back down. And my understanding of that is, I mean, just look at the volume. So many people are trading the first 5-10 minutes of the open. You can imagine how many people bought at, like, you know, 16,100, 16,200, anywhere between there. When the market starts dropping, all of those buyers are trapped. Like, if you bought at 16,200, about, 2-3 hours later, you're down over 100 points. So if you get the opportunity to get out, you're going to take that. And you see all those buyers that get trapped up here, they all sell out. And you can see this little wick right here. That's the market trying to go up. But all those buyers who are trapped, they sell out of their positions, which forces the market back down. And the rest is history. So that's kind of the idea of that, if that makes sense. Oh, I didn't even write it. I just started talking. God damn it. Freaking ape. I forgot what it was. 16,172. 16,172. And then our 5-minute open range, which is very simple. See, we weren't even, I wasn't even on a 5-minute, but still you can see where all those buyers would be trapped. I gotta go. Hopefully I can be back more often, but nah, you're good, bro. I'm just glad to see you. I'm gonna be trying to do this a lot more often. I mean, I'm gonna try to do it every day if I can, just because, I don't have to stream for fucking 7 hours a day if I'm streaming after the market closes. So, I mean, just feel free to check back anytime after the market. Probably about an hour after the market closes is usually when I'm going to be starting this, but I'm glad to see you, bro. Glad you stopped in. Good luck with the rest of the move if I don't talk to you anytime soon. And yeah, God bless, bro. Much love. All right, so YouTube notifies me. Good. At least they don't shadow ban me. That's good to know. I always just assume I'm shadow banned because nobody joins in. All right, later, Matthew. All right, so our 5-minute open range, about 4,785 to, we'll just say 4,772. So 4,785 to 4,772, I believe is what I said. We'll double check real quick just to make sure. Yeah, about that. I mean, it's not exactly 4,772. It's like 4,772.25, but I'm not going to worry about that 0.25, although debatably important. All right. NASDAQ, we'll say, 16,217. 16,217 to we'll say 16,114. All right, and that's the first part of the notes. So we got our open, close, high, low, high, overnight low, euro open, euro close, 5-minute open range. Hector, my guy, what's up, bro? Cause this is what we're doing now. Didn't you see the Discord message? I'm gonna start streaming after the market opens and doing analysis on the S&P and the NASDAQ, and looking at any other stocks that I'm interested in or people bring to the table. It's just, it's my way of being able to help people in the market, but at the same time, not streaming 7 hours a day. Because realistically, you don't need to sit at the market all day. And unless you're a dedicated day trader, there's no reason for it. You can swing trade. It's so much more relaxing. But yeah, so from now on, we're going to be live pretty much about an hour after the market closes around the future settlement. Today I was a little late because I was eating pizza. The Krusty Krab pizza is the pizza for you and me. All right, so let's see here. All right, so here's our where's the close? There we go. So that's that. That's our full day right there, basically. And right here. So that's the full day in the market. Well, besides the settlement, but we're not really going to worry about the settlement or euro because realistically, you're not. If you're trading futures, you're probably not trading the euro or the Globex because there's just not that much volume. It's not that great. Unless you truly know what you're doing, it's usually not the best time to trade. Usually the best time to trade is when the market is actually open and there's volume. Re-download Discord, a broke iPhone. Oh, nah, you're chill, bro. You don't gotta re-download it if you don't want. I just wrote it in there. But either way, it's good seeing you, Hector. Hope you're doing good, bro. What have you been up to? Alrighty. So, the market. So, I mean, the first thing I'm going to put in the notes is what I noticed about the euro close, is that's when we started dropping. And I'm gonna review my notes from yesterday because I honestly don't really remember what I wrote. So what I wrote yesterday was today was actually disgusting for NQ, over a 350-point drop from open to lows. ES wasn't looking too bad in the morning and even seemed like it wanted to break out, but ended up dropping about 40 points from open to lows. Oh yeah, I watched all day yesterday, so notes are going to be a little bit different. I think the NASDAQ had a lot to do with that, but it was pretty obvious we were going to have a trend day down in the morning based on how much NQ was selling off. NQ already had dropped 120 points in 30 minutes after the open before ES even started following. The Dow actually technically broke out to the upside, but not sure if that has any effect on how the market will perform. Banks had a killer day today. XLF broke out before the market even opened, so that is what carried the Dow, but we will have to see how this performs in the coming sessions. ES tested the 5-minute open candle 5 minutes before close, and that shot us down below yesterday's close. NQ was already so far down, I don't think it even had a chance. Crash may come sooner than I think, but we did get that one more test of all-time highs that I talked about yesterday. And we'll go review yesterday's notes too. Not yesterday, Monday. So this is Monday right here. Start of the day was very interesting because it looked like we were about to rip more all-time highs, but the S&P sold off 5 points at 4,786, while the NASDAQ was still going up above 16,480. What happened in the next 15 minutes was an over 30-point drop on the S&P and a nearly 150-point drop on the NASDAQ. We ended up recovering all those lost points throughout the day into the close, and the NASDAQ even traded about 20 points higher than the high in the morning. One positive thing I can say is we bounced off the previous all-time highs before the end of the year rip on the S&P at 4747. That is about the only good thing I can say about today, though. The Dow, NASDAQ, Russell, and a lot of key stocks are still lagging behind the S&P. The mentor, his name is Harris. I'm sure if you guys remember, I talked a lot about mentor. Harris is calling for crash, and I can see his thinking, but I think we get at least one more test to all-time highs before that happens. He says if we open below 47.85 tomorrow, we're seeing 47.20s. And that didn't happen, but we did get that, like I said in the notes yesterday, we did get that test to all-time highs. So, honestly, I don't know what I'm going to write in this note because this is such an odd day. Oh, yeah, I remember. So, I'm just gonna write today was, I don't even know how to start this out, honestly. Can you guys even see this? I think it's cut off. Whoopsies. Here, let me fix that. There you go. Sorry about that. I didn't even notice it was cut off until like right now. My bad. My bad. All right. So, I mean, let's just look at today. Let's look at kind of what happened. It sucks because I didn't watch the market all day. That's like the only shitty part about these notes when you're not watching the market all day, because there are certain things that happen during the day that, like, it's hard to notice when the market's already over. So that kind of sucks, but, I mean, doesn't really matter. We'll still be able to get somewhat decent notes, and we'll be able to for sure get the key levels that we need. Realistically, that's what we need, is the key levels. We don't really need to write the notes like I was writing them, but I mean, we'll write some stuff. Also, been good, just work. That's good, bro. Very good. Work is, I mean, it's work, but I don't know. I like working sometimes. Sometimes it sucks, but most of the time, it's good. Alright. So before I write the thing about the euro close, I'm going to write about the range we were stuck in before euro close. Did we break out? No, we didn't even break out after euro close. So maybe not. Maybe the euro close thing isn't that important. But this is also a 5-minute chart, so it, it's a little weird. All right. So I think I'm going to write about this little range we were stuck in before we started dropping. So we were in about, that was the range of, isn't that the range I wrote yesterday? 4771 to 4781. I think I did 4787. Yeah, 4787. Okay, so maybe that wasn't right. Interesting. Very interesting range there. All right, so let's see, how many hours? 1, 2, about 3 hours we were stuck in that range. So I'm going to write for the first three hours of market open, we were stuck in the range of 4772 or 4781 to 4772, I think it was. Yeah, 4772 to about 4781. We'll just say. Let's see. The market actually tried to break above it at about 8 o'clock, but it couldn't break out of the range. Very interesting, actually. Because 4787 was one of the key levels I wrote about the other day. So that's actually pretty interesting that it couldn't reclaim that 4787. On ES, and what was the range on the NASDAQ? The NASDAQ range was about 16,119. Oops. Gosh dang it. I have too many tabs open. I keep clicking the wrong things. It's 119 to about 16. We'll just say 180-ish. Yeah, we'll say 180. 16,180. Goodness. On NQ. What was interesting is at, I think it was like 30 minutes after we opened. Let's see. Whoa. I guess we'll just keep the 5-minute open. It's going to be a little bit easier to analyze on the 5-minute just because on like the 15-minute and 30-minute, it looks like we literally just went straight down. About an hour after market opened, we tried to reclaim 4887, but couldn't. And after that, there wasn't even an attempt to break above 4781. $4,887 and oops, and 16,250. I think 16,250 was one of the levels I wrote. Oh no, I didn't even write that one. So we won't tried to reclaim 4887. And let me see something real quick. Oh yeah, see, if we would have broke out above 16,250, the NASDAQ would have went back to like 16,300-ish. Like I'm not gonna scroll all the way back to see because it'll mess up where we're at here on the chart, but kind of interesting. Tried to reclaim 4887 on ES, and NQ tried to break out above 16,250, but couldn't. Oh, I already wrote that. But couldn't. After that, whoops. There wasn't even an attempt to break above 4781. And NQ couldn't break out of yesterday's 16,231 range. So, I mean, a lot of this stuff isn't going to be helpful, but it is nice to put the market into words, like I was saying. Because, you know, if we do, when we do revisit these levels, we're going to have all of this noted, and we're going to have these levels that we can use. You know, assuming you're a futures trader. If you're not a futures trader, I mean, it doesn't really help, but at the same time, if you look at my key levels from yesterday, 4766 and 16,145 on the NASDAQ, where's 4766? 4766 is right here where we broke out. You can see we broke out a 4766 on ES, and that's when we started dropping a shit ton. And probably the same thing on the NASDAQ. Now, the NASDAQ's a little harder to note because it's so volatile. Oh, wait. No, it's right here, actually. Wait, what was the level? Gosh, my brain is so stupid, I swear. 16,145. Yeah, you can see it. I mean, we didn't break out of 16,145, but you can see we got below that 16,145 level, and we weren't able to reclaim it. And since we weren't able to reclaim that 16,145 level, we broke out of the range we were in the morning, the range we were in for like 2 or 3 hours. You can see the breakout. I mean, this one wasn't a breakout, but this one was for sure a breakout. So we broke out of that level, and that's pretty much when we started dropping, besides this retest of the 5-minute range right here. So you could have either, if you were like going to trade this, you could have traded this right here, this little candle, but like that's kind of a tough breakout because it's not like a fully filled candle like this one right here. So it's a little tough there. But what you could have done, obviously, is you could have just waited. You know, you could have shorted this. You would have maybe got like 20, 30 points, which is somewhat decent. Not the best on NQ just because it moves so much. But, you know, you could have got those 20, 30 points. You would have been able to see the retest of the 5-minute opening range. You could have shorted that, and then you would have fucking, 400 points? Insane, bro. Almost 400 points you could have made, which is bonkers. Ugh, crazy. All right. Couldn't break out of 16,231's range. Both NQ and ES, ES broke out of the range from the key level of yesterday, 4766, and NQ couldn't. And when NQ dropped below the key 16,145 level, it couldn't reclaim and ended up breaking out of the range it was in this morning. What time? Damn. It's alright. We've already been streaming for like an hour or two, I think. But I mean, I was talking for like the first hour. So yeah, we got that. There was one more thing I was gonna write how many points we dropped from the open, because that's what I did yesterday. So from the open, where did we open? I guess we can. I mean, we don't really need to write that because we have the open and close right there. But here, I'll just write this at the starting. Today was the start of a possible crash. Dropped over, what is that? 4777 minus 4693. 80 points? Is that right? Jeez. We dropped about 80 points from open to lows on ES, and jeez, that is crazy. 16,176 minus 15,758. 15,758. 418 points. Jesus. I mean, we dropped 400 points yesterday, so I guess it's not like crazy. And about 400 and over 400 points on NQ. I think we dropped like 90 points on ES though. Yeah, I'm going to put 90. And then there was one more thing I was going to write, but I forgot what it was. What was it? I forgot. Shit. Oh yeah. I mean, this wasn't what I was going to write, but got 5-minute open retest after the breakout on both NQ and ES. There's one more thing I was going to write. What was it? I forget it. I honestly don't remember what I was going to fucking write. Whatever. Anyway, Microsoft, Google, and Amazon all broke out of key ranges to the downside. Very last time Microsoft broke out to the downside, it ended up bouncing. So we may get that, but I don't like the looks of the market at this moment, especially with how the bond yields are rising and the Fed. I think Fed minutes were today, right? Is anyone in the chat right now? Were Fed minutes today? I didn't even look at them if they were. And the I don't know if the Fed minutes were today. I think they were. I guess I'll look it up. I don't know if anyone's in the chat anymore. Federal Reserve.com. Oh, wait. It's .gov. Duh. Oh, yeah, so it was today. And according to the news, investors are afraid of an aggressive Fed. Fed minutes were today for December period. All right, I think that's all I'm going to write in the notes, I'm pretty sure, because I don't know what else to write. I'm honestly surprised we wrote that much. So now we need to get our key levels, which is going to be pretty easy, honestly. Like, the way I get my key levels is by looking at where the market consolidated for a minute. So, I mean, it's very rough to see because, we dropped a stupid amount of points, but there are certain times where the market consolidated for, 20, 30 minutes, whatever, maybe not even that long. Like you can see right here, we got a little bit of consolidation at 47.2 or 4742 and 4749. You got a little bit of consolidation at 4720 and 4730, 478 and 4717. So you got some consolidation in those areas. So those are levels you want to write down, because those are levels you want to be watching for possible trades. Assume if you were trading futures, those are going to be your best levels to trade at, or just be watching to see how the market reacts at those levels, because those key consolidation levels are where a lot of people are buying and selling. Just imagine like a shit ton of people are selling, and then you get this consolidation right here. There's going to be a lot of buying and selling at those levels. So, and you can also see it with, going throughout the day. Like we got the consolidate, like you can't really see it on the 4740 level right here because we just dropped straight down after that. But you can kind of see it on the 4720 and the 4730. We got that about 20 minutes of consolidation right there. We dropped down to 4708, but as you can see right here on this candle right here, we tried to break back above that 4720, but there were so many buyers trapped at 4720, they all just, took their chance to get out, and it just clapped the market again. And yeah, so we may see a retest in euro of 4708 maybe, or maybe tomorrow. Euro is weird. I don't really understand the Globex. Just like I said, there's not that much volume. It's pretty hard to trade. But at 4708, we should, if it does bounce up to 4708, you're gonna see a similar effect, because there's gonna be a lot of buyers trapped in this area right here, assuming they didn't sell out already. I need to grab water. Oh, I got water right here. Nice. Convenient. All right, so let's get these key levels real quick, and then we'll end the stream. But if you have any questions or stocks you want to look at, please post them. I honestly don't have any stocks I want to look at. Like, we could go through some, but I don't really plan on buying anything right now. Like, honestly, I'm just going to wait to see how this plays out, and I might just go all in on the SPY when the opportunity presents itself and just hold cash. But we'll have to see. If you have anything you want to check out, please post it in the chat. I don't even know if there's anyone in here. Is there? Because nobody's talked. Let's see. Oh, we got one beautiful person. I love you. I hope you're having a beautiful day. Oh, we actually had quite a few people come in and out. I don't know why nobody be talking, though. Like, come on, man. I'm providing good value here. If you follow these levels, like, you can really understand the market instead of just thinking it's all random, because it's not. I mean, sometimes it is, but for the most part, there is a lot of repeating elements, I guess. I don't know if that's the right word, but there's just a lot of things that repeat themselves. And honestly, we might not even crash. Like, the market could bounce, 100-something points on ES tomorrow, and the NASDAQ could jump like over 500 points, and then we're back on the trail to all-time highs. So don't ever, assume we're going to drop, but just of how ugly it looks. The thing that worries me is Microsoft, Google, and Amazon. Like, those stocks should not be breaking out to the downside. It's just, I don't like that at all. So, we shall see. But key levels. So, I'm going to write down those ranges I put in my notes. So 4781 to 4772. The NASDAQ one was 16180 to 16119. We'll also write this range too, I guess, even though it's not as like crazy. 47. We'll just put this one on with the other range. 4762. So we'll just add that, or we'll just do 4762. We'll just put that one by itself because it's basically with the other range, or with the. I think we had that range in our notes yesterday. I want to say. Oh no, we already looked at that. 4762. We'll do 16. We'll just do 16051. 16051. Wait, what am I doing? I forgot. There we go. Sorry. I messed up the... Let me lock that so I don't mess it up again. There we go. I guess we could slide this over. Can you see everything? Yeah, cool. All right, dope. Dope. All right, so what's the next one? So we got that. So our next little consolidation zone is right here. So we'll just get the range on this one. 4742 to 4747. So a very small range right there. That one probably won't be that important. So 4747. Whoops. 4747 to 4742. And 4747 was the where we tried to break out of all-time highs when we hit 4700 for the first time. We tried to break out, we hit 4747, and then we got clapped. So that's probably why we consolidated right there, I would assume. Maybe some trapped sellers there, possibly. But I don't know. That one's an interesting one. It's interesting that we revisited that level, to be fair. Whoopsies. So 4742 to 4747. What was the NASDAQ's? 16955 to 16992, we'll just say. Or we'll just say 16960. Yeah. See, the NASDAQ's hard to note. 16960. It's just too sporadic. But you can... get an idea. And 15,993. Fuck, I wish 16,960. We'd be millionaires. No, just kidding. All right, so we got that one. Next little consolidation zone. It looks like we'll say 4722 to 4728. On the NASDAQ, it'd be 15,898 about. 15,898 to, we'll say like 15,924. And this one I did backwards. 15,993. Or wait. Am I dumb? Oh, no. Okay. All right. I was like, bruh, what did I do? Okay. So there's that. So we got that consolidation zone, and then we got the final one, which is, we'll say 4711. I don't know why I keep doing the bottoms first. To 4717. Whoops. Then on the NASDAQ, it is, we'll say 15,830 to 15,874. Boom. And yeah, those are pretty much our key levels. I don't think I'm gonna write the ones at the close, because Euro is just such a different, it's just such a different animal. Like, I can't really, I mean, I guess I could write down these levels, but we already have it noted pretty much. We got the close 4693, you know, that's where we closed. So we pretty much already have this. But I don't like noting Euro. Like, I don't trade it. I don't understand it that well. We do clock the high and the low overnight and the Euro close and open. So, like, I feel like that's decent enough. But I don't know. I don't know if I want to clock the ranges in Euro. That's like, if I kept track of Euro too, we would pretty much have this whole thing times 2. So I don't think I'm going to do that. I think we'll call it good there. And yeah, now I don't know what to do. Now it might be time to, we could look at some stocks, I guess. Yeah, let's look at some stocks. So we got our notes. And I mean, we could go through them, but I'll go through them later myself. If you made notes along with me, you have it, which is good. And yeah, so we will, and we'll review them tomorrow, of course. And, you know, every time I look at the market, I'm going to review my notes, see what levels we've tapped or new levels we've created, whatever. And we pretty much just put the market into words right here and certain levels, rather than looking at the market as a whole. We're looking at what we believe to be the most important parts of the market, which is very valuable, especially if you're a trader, because, you know, you're able to take advantage of those levels and create a good risk to reward situation for yourself rather than just randomly trading. So it's good to do notes, especially if you're trying to be a futures trader. Then you just don't get too lost in emotions. Like, you always have these levels to look at, and it's beautiful. So that's the end of the notes. Yee! What's up, yee? My guy. I haven't seen the name or heard the name. Yee! And who knows how long, bro? How you been? What are you up to? How's life? How's everything, man? The market's been wild. The market has been wild. It's very very suspect right now. We need to bounce like over 100 points tomorrow, or it could get bad. You know? I don't like spreading fear, but like, just the way everything's looking, we need to skyrocket if we want more bullishness. Past year, I lost 50%. Jeez. It's all those fucking stocks Josh picked, huh? Like DraftKings and Beyond and shit like that. All those stocks are down so much. I sold all those. I couldn't do it. Damn, bro. Well, I mean, at least from what it seems, like, you seem like you got a positive attitude about it, so that's good. But just be careful with Josh, bro. Like, I stopped following Josh. Like, I can't say I love Josh because I don't know him, but Josh taught me a lot. But there's a lot that I think Josh is missing, even with his experience. So I just be careful with that boy. But I mean, it's good to see you, bro. All right, so let's look at some stocks. Like, I honestly don't know what to look. Already down 50%. Just going to hold because you don't lose money unless you sell. That's true. Very true. And I mean, if it's companies you're holding for the longer term, you just got to, keep that longer term outlook. But yeah, the market's been crazy, bro. All those growth stocks are so bad. It's insane. Watching Bitcoin. Bitcoin, I don't know, man. If Bitcoin drops below 45K, it could get ugly. That's like a super key support level on Bitcoin. So, I mean, I don't know, man. Every market's been wild right now. It's like they don't want anyone to make any more money. Everyone got too rich the past 2 years. They're like, all right, it's time to clap some fools. We need to slow it down a little bit, bring it down a notch. I swear, everyone got too rich or something. Clorox. $10.99K in all Cash App. What? Nah. What happened? Oh, are you talking about like the tax thing they're doing if you like send over a certain amount or something like that? Is that what you're talking about? I never looked into it, but someone was talking about it. Yeah, I'll have to look into it. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 600. Yeah, that's what the person that was telling me about it was saying. Very interesting. That's why. Is it like Is it like if you send $600 total, or if you send $600 like at one time, like $600 the whole, like say, you get 50, 50, 50, 50, and it adds up to $600, are you getting taxed on that? Or is it if you send $600 at one time? Total? That's wild. Fuck. That's wild. That's crazy. I mean, it makes sense though. There's so much fraudulent shit on Venmo. Like being able to send the amount of money you can send on Venmo for free is pretty crazy, honestly. Adds to 600 and but yeah, that's wild. Yeah, I never like looked into it, but someone was talking about it. Clorox is kind of an interesting short, but I'm not a fan. It's starting to form that uptrend. I don't think it would be worth shorting, but it could be interesting, just, the way the chart looks longer term. But I'm not a fan of Clorox. I don't really watch this stock. And there's really nothing special to it. It's just what I'm seeing these past 100 days. It looks like it could be a decent short, but probably not worth it. Taxing the poor. Pretty much. I mean, most people who are sending over $600 are trappers anyway, realistically. I guess if you want to send tax-free money, you send the cash, baby. Send that cash. That cash money. That mailbox money. With the whole year. Yeah. Yeah, that's the weird part about it. If it was at like one time, that would make sense, but I feel it should be like, the same as like employment tax or whatever, like self-employment tax, where I think, isn't that what it is? If you make above $600 in a self-employment thing, that's when they tax you. I think that's what it is. So it's actually similar to that, I believe. Don't quote me. It might be different for different things, because I think eBay is like, if you make a $2,000, you have to report it. And then if you're, like DoorDash and stuff like that, if you make above $600, you have to report it. What happened to Ford? Ford didn't even really drop that much, but that thing went crazy. GM, DraftKings, Penn, ew. Food and gas and land and everything got extra tax already. Yeah, but I mean, you can't really control what those companies do, Who knows? I don't know. That shit's wild. Wild world we're living in right now. Gotta get back to study. All right, Yee. It's good seeing you, bro. Glad you stopped in. Much love, my guy. I'm going to be doing these streams like an hour after market closes. I'm going to try to do them every day, doing like stock market analysis and writing notes and stuff like that. So feel free to stop in again, bro. It's good talking to you. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. And yeah, God bless, bro. Stay positive. Costco. Ooh. What happened to Wally World? Oh, Wally World came back up again? What the hell? What? Later, bro. That's wild. Walmart's insane. It's funny because my stop on Walmart was if it closed below 142. And I can't really tell if it did or not. Let's see. It looks like it closed right at 142, so I probably would have kept it and then would have been able to play it to 145. But when I saw it break out yesterday to 145 and it didn't do it, I was just like, all right, I'm out. What other stocks are there? Nvidia. Damn, dude, if Nvidia breaks out of 472, that's so bad. That thing is going to get clobbered. Same with AMD. Well, AMD might not drop that much if it breaks out of 130. It might come down to like 120-ish. But if Nvidia breaks 270, bro, well, I don't know. Maybe it'll only go to 250. The chart on Nvidia just looks a lot crazier than AMD, at least the past 100 days. Yeah, I mean, they're pretty much the fucking same thing. Let's be real. Let's be real. All right. What else do we got? Whoa, Texas looks crazy. Oh, my exes live in Texas. Oh, my exes have infections. Ooh. Western Digital could be an interesting short if the market starts to go crazy to the downside. This is actually something that could be really decent for a short, just because you don't have that much, risk to the upside. Like, you could have your stop at, if it closes above $70, that's only $3 of risk. Whereas you have plenty of downside. You could target 61, you could target 54. That one's interesting. Western, very interesting, that one. You could kind of say the same thing about Micron, but Micron is, I don't know. Well, Micron's at all-time highs. Both of those are actually really interesting. Micron and WDC could be pretty good shorts. Oil. I think oil broke out to the upside. Oh, no. It actually had a false breakout, it looks like. Oil might get clapped, low-key. That's not good. Interesting. So you could play, if you wanted to short, you could do WDC, MU, CVX, XOM. Pretty decent shorts, but I mean, the fact they didn't drop with the market today is something to be a little hesitant about, but they could also just be lagging behind. Boeing wasn't able to break above 220. Boeing actually had I don't know if I would consider this a breakout, but it technically is. So Boeing could be good for the upside, but Boeing has not been a very good stock. What time is it? 5:20. I need to head out here in a second. Is there anyone even in here? One beautiful person. I'm going to probably be heading out here in a second. I just want to look at some stocks for a second. And then, yeah. But I will be back tomorrow around the same time. Maybe a little earlier tomorrow. Let's see what else. Airbnb. What's up, Jason? I almost said your name so weird. Jason Shear. How you doing, my guy? It's good to see you. Hope you're having a beautiful day. Airbnb. I don't like Airbnb. That looks not great. It's forming a downtrend. You can see you got a new lows. You got this drop from 200 to 160, and then it went up to 187. If it would have went up to like above 210, that would have been good. But the fact it only went up to 187 and then made more new lows down to 150, and then it couldn't even break back above to the 180s. If it makes another low at 150, that is a definite downtrend, and I would be careful with that one. But it could be decent for a short, but it already dropped a lot today, so puts are going to be very expensive. And puts on and options on Airbnb are very expensive to begin with. So yeah, I don't like that downtrend it's forming. A lot of the growth stocks, I hate the growth stocks right now, man. They are just not great. Like Beyond, DraftKings, like all those stocks everyone were so excited about and made racks off the last couple of years. I'm just like not a fan. But at the same time, anything could happen. I would me personally, I just try to stay away from any stocks that are on downtrends. I want to buy something that's, positive. And at the moment, a lot of things aren't really that positive, so it's a pretty interesting market we're in at this very moment right now. And even the past month or two, it's been wild. What else? Ugh, dude, Square looks like someone just barfed in someone's mouth. See, PayPal doesn't look terrible, but I just don't like it, bro. That's just so disgusting. That chart just ugh. I mean, it could be decent, but if it breaks below 175, this thing is toast. What else do we got? We'll check our credit cards. MasterCard looks like it could be a decent short, but somewhat forming an uptrend, so you'd have to be careful. But if the market crashes and everything starts falling, a lot of these stocks that are lagging behind are going to be the things you would want to play. All right, for sure, Jason. I appreciate you stopping in, bro. Feel free to come back tomorrow. I'm going to be trying to do this every day, about an hour after the market closes. So I appreciate you stopping in for a little bit, and I hope to see you again, brother. God bless you, and have a good rest of your day. Ugh, excuse me. How did the banks perform today? Banks still somewhat held up. Probably more than almost anything besides, oil companies. Those XLE actually broke out to the upside, it looks like. Oh, never mind. Never mind. It may be it did break out to the upside yesterday, but could be possible false break it. Unless that's today. I don't even know, dude. Here, let me change this. Sorry, I'm not even looking at the screen you guys are looking at. I'm looking at a different thing. Yeah, I think XLE is gas and stuff. Pretty sure. Let me check. Yeah. So that's pretty interesting that broke out to the upside. But the oil index, well, I don't know. Oil might be the good upside play. It's the only thing that has broken out to the upside. Well, there's a lot of other things that broke out to the upside, like XLP, which is Walmart, Procter & Gamble, stuff like that. But other than that, oil and that is pretty much the only things that have broke out. Well, that's a lie, because XLK, which is Apple, Microsoft, That broke out like a week or two ago, and then you saw what happened. So, I mean, breakouts can be good, but a false breakout is bad, very bad. So you don't want that. I don't know what else to say. The market it's going to be a crazy week and next week. If we, like I said, if we get like 100-point bounce tomorrow, maybe the bullishness continues, but if we keep falling from here, it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. I don't have any other stocks I want to look at, honestly. I can't really think of any. Airlines, maybe. Nah. Nothing really special about airlines. Roblox. Yeah. Roblox broke out to the downside, bro. That's not cool. That is not cool at all. Roblox could be a decent short if it pops back up. You're able to get it at like 93, 92. You could probably play it down to like 84, maybe even lower. You could play this. You could play the rest of this gap fill. Play it to like 80. So that one could be good. There's a lot of good plays you could do, but it's just I honestly like this Roblox one the most, just because it's a breakout to the downside. Just the risk to reward isn't that great, and if we bounce, Roblox can go crazy. Like I play it. I did say I haven't played options in forever, but like a month or two ago, I played a Roblox option, and I made like $600 on it. That thing went wild, but yeah, Roblox, that could be a very interesting one if we start to fall a lot. Intel, bruh, false breakout on Intel much? Wow. What the hell, bro? That's crazy. You could even play Intel as a short. But Intel was a very good long at 50 right here. When you saw the breakout above 52, it pulled back to 51.5. You could have played that all the way. That's crazy. Wow. AT&T, Verizon. It's pretty interesting that like AT&T and Verizon and T-Mobile didn't really go up, but it's very interesting that those went up and Google got slaughtered because they're in the same sector, the XLC, I believe. I don't even know what that is. Yeah, I can't think of any other stocks I want to look at, so I think I'm going to get out of here. I don't even know if there's anyone in here. I might be talking to myself, but I appreciate anyone who stopped in, hit that like button, came in, showed love, even if it was just for a second. And yeah, so I'll catch you guys tomorrow, an hour after the market closes, and we will do the same thing. So appreciate everyone. I hope you have a good rest of your night, and I will catch you guys later. Peace out.